welcome to my channel V2 Excel, and I thank all of you for your love and support for making my channel grow. Thanks a lot for the 100 plus subscribers, and I wish that you like and share it more so our family grows and it gives me more happiness and contentment to do more. So with this positive note, let's start with our new topic today. So topic for today is understanding the offset function with basic example to know how this is applied and what result it gives. Also, we will see the application of offset function with average function, making a dynamic range to calculate the moving average. Okay, let's start. So what is offset function? Offset function basically returns to the cell or a range that is specified from the reference cell. So the keynote is what is reference cell. For example, in this data, where you can see the different names. So I'll take Akanksha as my reference in this example. These are my arguments which I need to use in offset function, and among these, two are optional: height and width. Let me explain you this. Reference cell is the start point. Okay. So for example, here my start point will be B2. Initiation point is B2. Okay. I need this shall as my result. I'm doing this offset function to get this cell content as a result. So in this case, my row is 1 because the reference cell row will be known as 0 and the reference cell column. So here the two row will be 1 in this case and the column B will be 0 in this case. Now my row will be 1 because it's just a shift 1 down, and a column is just a shift right. Height is optional because I don't want a range. Here I just want a cell. For example, if it had been number, let's say 1 and 2, some of them. So I would have done 2 here because then it taken this as a result, right? These two. But right now this is not the case. I'll leave it blank and I'll leave the width with how much column I need as a range. It will take that as a width. This is my width and this is my height. Got it? This is width, this is height. How long? If you want 4 as a width, you can take 4, 5, 6, 7. So now use offset function is equal to offset. As I said, this is my initiation point. My row will shift down to 1 and my column will be 1. Since I don't need any range in column or in row, so I will leave height and width as it is. Now let's see the next example. I want Akanksha as my answer. Offset. Let's take my initiation point C2. So am I moving any row up and down? No. So it will be 0. Am I moving the column? Yes, I am moving left side of the column. I need my answer is in left side of the initiation point. How much? Just by -1. See, this how the offset function works. Okay. Now let's try it with an example. For example, I have taken the average of last 7 days sale. So this is the basic example, average of 7 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have added one more sale of 15. The average doesn't change because it's not dynamic, right? I have to change every time by moving the formula again and again, right? So this will open you to more errors and it will take you a lot of time. What you have to do, we'll use the offset because it will make the average function dynamic. So how I will do it, let me just give you a basic fundamental rule here of count before starting with offset. You see, when I count this whole column, it will give me value as a 16. Why? It total this 15 values plus this one value. It is giving me 16. And when I deduct it by -7, it gives me 9, right? So just keep it as it is and I'll tell you how to use it. Okay. Now average offset. This is my initiation point because here my data is starting. Normally your data will start from A1, B1 only, but it doesn't matter from where your data is starting. In offset, that's the beauty. You can give the initiation point from anywhere. So now the formula will think your data is starting from here. It's taking this as a 0, not B1 or B2 as a 0. Now it's taking B9 as a 0, right? Now I will use my count function here, count this whole column. So you know it is giving me 16 as a value, right? And I'll deduct 7 here. So when I'll deduct 7, it comes to 9. So actually starting from here, it coming to row 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So it's coming to B18. We'll move forward. Now I will come to column, which will be 0 only because I'm not shifting my columns anywhere. Now comes the height. I need the average of how many days? 7. So 7 will be the height, because at B9, when it will be come to B18, I need 7 as a height to take the average. So B18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this B18 to B24 will become my height, and I will leave with as it is. I won't put any value here because I don't need columns as a range, right? So I will come out of the offset, I'll come out of the average, and here it is. So this is my average. Now if I add, let's say 16 Jan 19 as 331, see it changed. Now let me show you in normal average also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's coming correctly. So whenever I'll any value here, it changes, right? The average values are not changing. For example, I put this, it will change again and again. Why? Because what it's doing actually, if you, for example, if you see here, this is my count and this is my minus count minus 7. What it's doing, you see, when I'm putting any value here, let's say, so my count of numeric value increases to 16 and it's deducting the 7 values. So it comes to 9, right? So, and my initiation point is this. It will take its reference point at 0 and it will start counting to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here it comes the last 7 digits and I took 7 as a height, which come to the count of 7. This count function has been nested in offset function to change the range again and again as the sales data increases, and we get the average because we have used the average function. So this is the beauty of the offset function, that you can make a dynamic range. You don't need to change. For example, if I have to make a sum of it, let's say make a sum of it, it will give me the sum of every last digit. It will change every time, it will change. So that's the beauty of the offset function. Hope you understood the offset function. I understand it's a bit tricky. Just make a point, just understand a keynote, that reference point, reference argument is the starting point, and the rows and column will start from 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, both downwards and both right or left first. For left you have to take minus sign, or for right you will take a positive sign. Okay, so this is it guys. That way you can use the offset function. If you don't understand at once, do watch it again and again. Once you know the basic of it, you will know how easy it is. Thank you guys, thanks for the love and time, and please subscribe if you haven't done, because I will be posting videos every another day and they will be very useful to you. Thanks guys, stay safe.